Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim Lee. Welcome to the Montana Lifestyles Podcast. I have Matt with me here. Matt, these guys are like, you got to get Matt on. Why do I have to get you on here? I hear that you've done a lot with Johnson Madison Lumber, apparently have known some people. Tell me a little bit.
Yes, I've known Bill and Larry since probably 1980. Was when I first started.
1980.
1980.
So when you first started, what were you doing when you first started? Construction? What's your thing?
Yes, I was doing construction.
Yeah.
I just started on my own. And,
Awesome. General contractor?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. And I became good friends with Bill and Larry, and they helped me out on a lot of projects. And
can you tell me a little bit about, so here's the thing. I find Montana has loyalty. And so if you are going to Johnson Madison and they tell me I got to get you on, I can only assume that you have been very loyal to them. So why? Let's do the sales pitch and tell everyone why they should, what made it for you?
Well, the service was so good. They would do anything and find anything you ever wanted. And
Best sales pitch right here.
Yeah, am I supposed to be looking?
Nope, you're fine. You're fine.
No, they would do whatever they could to find something for you,
Yeah.
and at the best price. And you know, when I started going there back in '80, I didn't know any other people around.
Yeah.
There was only a few contractors that were working there. Bill Hicks, who became my good partner for 30-some years,
Yeah.
was there even before I was.
Mm-hmm.
He started there in the 70s. And you know, so we ended up hooking up on some projects that we could help each other out with, and Bill and Larry introduced us, and we
It was all downhill from there?
it's all downhill. And Bill and I worked with them for 35 years, I think
That's awesome.
it was.
That's awesome.
And
I was talking to Chris, and he was mentioning that he's been doing this for 35 years with Johnson Madison Lumber as well.
Yes.
Name the last time you've ever heard anyone my age say that they've been anywhere for 35 years. Come on.
No, I know. That was one thing really nice about Johnson Madison is they had loyal
Yeah.
workers.
Yeah.
And you could go in there and you could deal with the same people
Yeah.
year after year after year, and they knew everything. And
It's like walking into your favorite restaurant. They know exactly what you want,
Yes.
what you drink, the whole 9 yards.
yeah, it was just excellent. And you know, there aren't a lot of places that are like that.
Yeah. And now they're celebrating 100 years. 100 years. Come on, even O.C. Seltzer and C.M. Russell shopped from these guys. How crazy is that? 300 years of combined experience that they bring to all of this. So when you were the young guy and you're deciding, hey, I'm gonna make the big decision and do this on my own, that's a frightening decision. So to be able to find that loyalty and that certainty that they can take care of you, that had to be a big deal for you.
It was, because I moved here in '78.
Yeah, where were you before this?
I was in California.
Oh, wow.
So I moved up here to get away from everything down there. And, I first went to a different lumber yard when I first got here. And then, I got introduced to Johnson Madison, and I was sold right away.
Yeah.
They were so much nicer to work with. And it was, yeah.
You don't want to say love at first sight. That's not a manly thing.
No,
but-
it's not. It's just, they took time to get to know you and,
Yeah.
and become friends. And
Yeah.
they became real good friends. And we
Well-
did a lot of projects through them. And
You got to say, coming from California, certainly when you come here, you find that homey family here. So to find that place that you like to keep and you make your friends there, come on. That is Montana. That's the Montana way. That's how we roll. You know?
Down there was no, you didn't know who you would have to wait on you at a lumber
Yeah.
yard.
Yeah.
It was always somebody different. They didn't care. But,
Yeah.
Johnson Madison was pretty small when we first started with them.
And you're the cause of why they're bigger as they are now.
I'm not the cause.
Well, you're
They're
part
the
of it.
cause because of the service.
It's the clients that got them to that point.
Well,
You're
the
one
clients,
of
but
one of the many.
they got the clients because they took such good care of everybody.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they just kept coming back.
That's awesome. Well, I like that they pulled you on. What kind of construction do you like to do? Are you still in business? Tell me a little bit about
I'm
you.
mostly retired now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I had enough of it, and I still do a little bit of finish work here,
Yeah.
you know, in small places.
Yeah.
But
What was your favorite kind of construction to do when you were in business, out of curiosity? It's a stupid question to
it
ask.
was the
but-
finish work.
Yeah, the finished work
Yeah.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah. You
I don't
know, you
blame
get to see the finished project, you know, and
Yeah. Yeah, the framing isn't the fun part. It's finally seeing it all come together in the
that,
end.
that brings it up, you know, to get to the finish. But and it's fun to watch the framing go on
Yeah.
because you go from nothing to all of a sudden you got walls.
The
and-
dreams start coming
Yeah.
in. So you're okay with drywall, huh?
No, I didn't do much of that.
No one, you know what? Everyone that I ask, whether it's either drywall or painting, those seem to be the two things that guys are like, no, just don't want to deal with it. Don't want to
Yeah.
deal with it. I'd rather install the cabinets. I'd rather do the flooring. I'd rather do all
Yeah.
that stuff. You know?
Well, and there's a lot of other good people doing all that, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
do it faster and, you know,
Yeah.
better than you do.
Yep.
Or I do.
Yeah.
And it's too hard to work anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Matt, thank you so much. I know your wife is wanting to scoot, and I appreciate your time. I know it's weird to be on the camera and be on microphone, but I appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Johnson Madison's a great place, and I still go in there and get everything. So
JMLumber.com is the place to go, and you know what? It is such an honor to be here and be on the show, bring the podcast here. They actually sponsor my podcast,
Okay.
and they started sponsoring it when we had no viewers and anything, and that continues to prove your point. You're a small guy starting out. You need help. We need help, and they're the people who
they were there to do it.
they
yeah.
do it. They put the trust in it. So that's amazing. So, Matt, thank you so much. I appreciate it.